Brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin. Happy Monday. Apparently, this is the worst Monday of the year. I'm not sure why, but this is considered like Blue Monday. Okay, cool. Well, right on.
I would have gone with last Monday.
Right? Yeah.
It feels nice
Monday.
out today.
Yeah, it does feel nice out today. It's only minus 20, which compared to last week is balmy. Downright balmy. Lekter and Wheeler with you on your Monday morning. It's been quite the weekend. Burlesque tickets. The Superb Owl is now set.
How are your bruises feeling?
My bruises?
Yeah.
They're all right.
After the brawl. Sunday at noon.
What happened?
For burlesque tickets. Brawlesque.
Oh,
you know?
I see.
Referencing last week.
I wasn't with you on that one. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. I was moving on to the GNWT Cannabis videos, which are causing people to call for people's jobs. I think we all need to relax a little bit. Also, the Razzie Nominations came out today. If you don't know what those are the Golden Raspberries, and they are the nominations for the worst films of the year, and they traditionally come out the day before the Academy Award nominations, which are tomorrow at 1:30 in the morning. So get up early. We'll talk about that as well. Lekter, how was your weekend?
Fantastic.
Yes.
And yours?
Oh, I don't know. It was all right. Day got away from me a couple times, but it's okay. I had to work on Saturday. Yesterday, did a little running around. Got some burlesque tickets right here in the studio.
Oh, you were here?
Yeah, I was here because I don't have a computer at home. I just have my phone. I didn't want to trust it to my phone. I didn't know how it would work. So I came here, got on mic a little bit, and told people good luck.
That's dedication.
I try. Very little.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Wheeler and Lekter with you on your Monday morning. You don't have to dress up that warm.
No.
It's pretty balmy out there.
It's very nice outside.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That nice little blizzard we had on Saturday was cool.
It has just not stopped snowing this winter.
That's right.
I think this is the most snow I've seen since I moved up here.
Really?
Yeah. In the last 5 years, I feel like this is the most consistent we've had. We've had a good dumping of snow every week, it seems.
That's right.
Winter started.
And it's been a moist year. Obviously, summer was very wet, right?
Yes.
And this winter has been fairly wet. Although water levels are down somehow, so I don't know what we're doing wrong.
What?
Water levels
I
are
thought
down.
they were up after last summer.
They were up after the summer, but
And now
apparently
they're
they're down now.
These water levels,
I
they're
know
just...
they just get on board.
God.
My taxes pay for those water levels. Yesterday was Championship Sunday.
Yes.
Yesterday, I know you're going to be talking about this on Cabin Sports Radio tonight, but I wanted
yes.
to bend your ear a little bit before
All right.
that.
All right.
The Superb Owl is set. It's going to be the Patriots. It's going to be the Rams.
You said that earlier, and I was like, okay, Jesse, Superb Owl. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Talking about that video last week with the Raven. It's a superb.
Yeah, I'm with you now.
There you go. Superb Owl set. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Just
this
the greatest
guy,
ever quarterback. He's back in the Superb Owl again for the third straight year. His 9th appearance in the Super Bowl. He has more appearances in the Super Bowl than any franchise.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. I mean, I understand why people hate the Patriots because they win all the damn time.
Yeah.
Like, it's boring.
It's also why people like them.
Yeah, it's also why a lot of people really like the Patriots. Diehard Patriots fans. And a couple of controversial calls last night. Again, You're going to go through this on Cabin Sports Radio, Mondays at 6 o'clock. Who you got on tonight?
Oh, Mike.
Just you and Gibby?
Just me and Gibby.
All right. But we'll go through it right now. So a couple controversial calls, not like the other one. Sorry, NFC is Patriots, right?
AFC
is Patriots. So the NFC game ended with some controversy. The AFC had a little bit of it.
Yeah,
and a lot of,
I would say,
You think Edelman touched it?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were referring to
the other game. We'll get into that. But do you think the Patriots? There was that one call where KC didn't get that touchdown because it said that Edelman had touched it, so it became an incomplete pass or whatever.
I can't say I actually saw a good enough replay to be able to tell myself.
They had super slow, zoomed in, right at his hands, and they determined that he did touch it, and therefore it was Casey didn't get the touchdown. Right. Or no, that he didn't touch it. Pardon me, that he didn't touch it. So it wasn't a fumble or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Why aren't you on this?
Just so much nonsense happens in these football games.
That's right.
It's hard
it's
to
a
keep
bunch
up.
Of nonsense. You guys play for 3 3 minutes. But so the Patriots go into both games ending in overtime, which is just the
you don't see that too often.
Stupidest way to end a football game.
Oh, come on.
No, both teams should get a chance to score.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be sudden death.
It's pseudo sudden death.
It's sudden death. Both teams.
It's sudden death if you score a touchdown on the first possession.
Is it right? Is that right?
So basically, how it works.
There's a field goal, right?
No, how it works in the overtime is the first.
Mellinson saying that no touch. Edelman didn't touch.
Well, of course, he's a Patriots fan.
I know he's a Patriots.
Yeah, the rule is that the first possession in overtime, if you score a touchdown, game's over.
Yes.
If you are held to a field goal, then the other team has the opportunity to either get a field goal themselves or score a touchdown. And
that
win
is
the game.
silliness. That is nonsense.
I like it, to be honest.
I
I like it better than sudden death because sudden death is a little too contingent.
Oh
on
no,
I don't.
I don't like sudden death at all.
Yeah.
Like then it's just contingent on a coin toss,
Exactly.
basically, and that's basically what happened last night. They won the coin toss. They made a drive. They won the game.
Yeah, well,
right.
You got to play defense too. It's part of the game.
I know you got to play defense, but I mean, like, but it's a game. It's a game of turns. That's what football is. It's a game of turns.
No, that's baseball.
No, it's a game of turns. That's what it is. I get 4 downs. You get 4 downs. I get 4 downs. You get 4 downs. Like that's how it goes.
No, that's baseball.
Oh, right. That's not baseball.
I get 3 outs. You get 3 outs. I get 3 outs. You get 3 outs.
I take the top. You take the bottom. That's another game. So in the other championship game, though, it was a little bit more controversial.
Yes.
Like Edelman, you couldn't really tell if you touched it or not. Like guys were saying, like I saw that replay. It looked like it just kind of grazed his thum. And that again, football, a game of inches, also another game.
There was a pretty obvious touch in the other game.
Oh yeah. A pretty obvious. Like I'm gonna plow this guy before he gets a chance to catch it. He even thanked the ref. That player whose name escapes me because I'm so good at sports. He actually put up a Photoshop Instagram of him and the ref trading jerseys.
Yeah.
So he's holding up the ref's jersey and it's girly.
Yes.
Yeah. So like a very obvious pass interference.
Yeah.
And even the NFL after the game was like, yeah, sorry, they blew it.
Yep.
Like if the league is saying, by the way, they totally blew that call.
Well, I guess get back on the field, guys.
I don't know, man. Like, what do you do? Like, I mean, couldn't the league look at it in that moment and be like, oh, stop the game? You guys totally blew that. Let's play that over again.
That's the argument. Why do we even have refs?
Sometimes. I mean, you need that. You do need that human element. I think that the human element is part of it, but when it's something so egregious.
Yeah.
That's a bit much.
Yeah. Sports sucks, basically.
All right. That's not what I'm saying.
Sports is the worst.
Sports is the worst. Mellinson's saying that rule should change. Play the 15 minutes and see what happens. There you go. He said play the whole thing.
Let's not listen to Jason.
All right. He is a Pats fan. But he's saying that the rule should change even though his Pats won. Right?
Well, how objective of him.
All right. So that's going to go in. I think the Super Bowl is in another 4 weeks or so. There's an all-star game. There's a couple of vacations that they need to do, and then they play in 4 weeks. Is that right?
Yeah.
Why do they play the all-star game between the semifinals and the finals? It's the stupidest thing.
Wow, why do they take 2 weeks off between the semifinals and the finals?
Well,
but, I mean, it's something to do in the week off.
I can almost see that. Just because there's so much that needs to get done for the game and media and blah, 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 because it's the biggest game in the world.
Yeah.
Right? But, like, the all-star game between semis and the final, which means the two best teteams are not sending their players to the
representatives.
All-star game. Like, it's this, like, I mean, all-star
Poor
game.
Tom Brady just never gets to play in the Pro Bowl because he's always busy in the Super Bowl.
I never get to play in the All-Star game. Oh, poor buddy. Poor buddy. Anyway, that's going to come up in a couple weeks. Obviously, there'll be plenty of talk about that on Cabin Sports Radio Mondays at 6 and on the morning show where I will not get anybody's name right, and I will think the pass interference is just something you have to do.
A morning show without a podcast is like a poorly crafted simile. It just doesn't make sense. This is the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Controversy swarmed here in Yellowknife and around the NWT this weekend with the GNWT's release of augmented reality videos for cannabis messaging for Indigenous youth, or for the youth, right?
For the kids.
Admonishment was fast. It was fast and furious. Like, Most of them. I mean, they're very strange, and they're meant to be very strange because they're meant to be memorable. They're using northern iconography. The message is kind of aimed squarely at youth who are maybe trying cannabis for the first time. Youth on acid, apparently. Which is, I mean, I think they're pretty good, man. Like they
look great.
They look great. Yeah. And I mean, Cody Fennell has got a really kind of he's got his own style. It's really
he did the animation.
He did.
Okay.
So he does the posters and stuff for Dead North and things like that. So this was done with a lot of consultation from the youth. Right. They didn't write it, but this was done with a lot of consultation. And with the soft launch before they launched it officially, the response from the youth is great. However. The response from adults who are 30 plus and who the message is squarely not aimed at all are in a tizzy. What did I just watch? Seriously? This can't be serious. What a waste of money. Taxpayer money badly spent. Blah, 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 blah. The northern iconography is disrespectful. Is it? I don't know. I'd like to hear from some people who maybe have a bit more insight into that. I can't speak to it. It's meant to use northern iconography to connect with people, but what they're saying is that it's disrespectful. The information about cannabis is completely wrong. It's government messaging, man. It's not going to be the most. It's not going to be the best. It's just going to be like, listen, this is dangerous. You need to figure out what you should be doing with this. A lot of people think that the message is wrong, but most of the complaints, this is so stupid and such a waste of taxpayer money. Blah 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 blah. What's funny? And that's not funny because there are adults.
You haven't even said what's funny.
I don't know. There's nothing funny right now, really. Is that like you all think it's like a waste of taxpayer money? People are calling for people's jobs.
Well, of course.
Like somebody should lose their livelihood over this.
Someone should always lose their livelihood over everything.
Absolutely, and it'll make someone feel better.
Yes,
it'll make someone feel better.
Once again, just goes to show more proof that the kids have no idea what 30-something adults want in a drug PSA.
That's right.
Like, why do we ask them?
That is not aimed at them at all. There's been a few more positive, a bit more measured responses saying these turned out wonderfully. They're so memorable. People saying nice work by people who made this happen. Innovative technology, which is great. Augmented reality is a very big step forward, especially for a government-run campaign here in the North. People saying amazing campaign, technically innovative. Most of the responses, though, a great number of the responses saying this is embarrassing. This is a waste of money. I can't believe anybody thought this was a good idea. Blah blah blah. I just wasted 5 minutes of my life. I feel like my IQ just dropped from watching this. Well, guess what, buddy? It's not aimed at you, and it's just over people who are over 30 who just like don't get it.
Yeah.
Are like, this is a waste of money and someone should lose their job.
Yeah.
No one should lose their job over this. If you had, this is the thing about things like this. It's simple for people to say this is a waste of money.
Right.
This is something
without knowing anything.
Exactly. Without knowing anyone who's involved in anything about it.
Yeah.
They can say that this is a waste of money because they don't get it, but they understand what cannabis is and what anti or what messaging about that kind of thing should be.
Right.
Because we've all been fed it. We've all been fed alcohol messaging or cigarette messaging by the government.
Right.
So we know what this should all look like. This doesn't look like anything like that, which is great, which is perfect. Maybe it's not 100% awesome, but like it's memorable and it engaged artists, it engaged the youth, it engaged a lot of people outside the government to make this happen.
Right.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, because it's so simple to glom onto, that's why people are so angry. If they actually knew about some of the real wastes of taxpayer money, if they actually had it laid out in front of them. I'm not saying I have secrets. I'm just saying if you saw a bunch of stuff laid out in front of you, you'd be like, oh, yeah, no, the cannabis messaging's fine.
If you put together a top 10 list of taxpayer wastes of money.
That's right.
Where would this one fall?
Not even make the list.
It wouldn't
even be on the list. Okay. I imagine. I don't know. There's just a lot of policy analysts out there.
I guess
that's all I'm saying.
Well, and my thought is that obviously, like you say, this is a PSA that is not targeted at adults. It's targeted at youth. But regardless, we all see it, right?
That's right.
Anyone who's on Facebook or online has probably seen this on their newsfeed.
Yes.
So whether it's necessarily geared towards you or not, you're still seeing the message, and when you see the message, there is a certain amount of rhetoric that is involved. There has to be. Exactly.
Because the message has to be easily consumable.
Exactly. That's the nature of ultimately what you're trying to get across. But the problem, I think, is that we've had, before legalization, we had so many years of negative rhetoric surrounding cannabis.
That's right.
And so many of it with, dubious claims of any kind of accuracy.
That's right.
And so I think that might be where some of the frustration comes from. It's like, okay, we've already gone through, 60, our whole lives plus like several generations of having this kind of, at times silly rhetoric thrown at us. And now people are seeing in the age of legalization, a bit of a similar seeming, like obviously a bit softer, because it is geared towards youth, so it's a bit dialed down. It's not exactly reefer madness type messaging, but it is still a bit rhetorical in regards to cannabis safety and practicality and that. So I think that I'm guessing that's where some of the negative reaction comes from. It's like, do we need more of this?
Take precautions, right? Right. But again, though, squarely not aimed at them. A lot of the response being to like just kind of like Cody Fennell's style is very unique, and like there's a creepiness to it. Like, so
the baby in the sky.
The baby in the sky is really creepy
with the weird voice.
With the weird voice, and I mean, but some great talent from around the north. Cabin Radio's own Des on there. Des Loreen is Stoney the Inukshuk,
and your mom,
or at least it sounds like it. I'm not saying my mom's the Raven, so I have to defend this video. No, no, it sounded good. I think it looks very cool.
Yeah, they're very well done.
It's memorable. Like when can you remember a government PSA about drug use being fun or like memorable in any way? It's usually like a couple of really bad actors going like, "Hey, have you tried the pot?" I'm like, "I have tried the pot, but I take a lot of precautions when I have the pot because my mom." Blah, 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 blah.
Well, to be fair, I will never forget drugs, which are good, which are bad. Drugs.
Ask your mom or ask your dad.
See, that's great messaging.
Waste of taxpayer money. I hope someone lost their job over that drugs song.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
The Razzie nominations were announced this morning. They typically get announced the day before the Academy Awards. Now, the Raspberries, or the Razzies, are short for the Golden Raspberries, which are given to the worst films of the year, celebrating the worst we have. And it's meant to be fun. Some people even come and collect them before they win their own Oscar. Sandra Bullock did it, and also Halle Berry did it. No, Halle Berry did it after she won.
I feel like it's a good karma thing for actors.
Sandra Bullock came and picked hers up the day before she won or the day before she was nominated. She picked hers up because the nominations come out the day before the Academy Award nominations, and they also hand them out the day before the Academy Award.
Yes.
So Sandra Bullock went and picked hers up for All About Steve or something like that.
Okay.
Right, the day before she picked it up for The Blind Side. That's the one that she won for. So
yes,
she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
you still won't watch Bird Box?
No, I won't.
Okay.
Worst Picture of the Year nominations: Gotti, which is the John Travolta John Gotti biopic, which, Happy Time Murders, which is the rated R Muppet movie that came out earlier this year. There's actually shot in like 2010. And then put on a shelf for about 8 years. Holmes and Watson, which is the big, huge, ridiculous bomb from Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. Their worst reviewed movie, their worst performing movie of their careers together. Robin Hood, the remake of Robin Hood with the dude from Kingsman.
Yeah, I don't know.
Aaron something.
Aaron A. Aronson.
Aaron B. Aronson. And Winchester, which was the horror movie with Helen Mirren.
Oh, okay.
Helen Mirren doesn't usually star in bad stuff. Worst actress, Jennifer Garner for Peppermint, which was like her doing a Liam Neeson thing.
Is she nominated every year?
Not every year.
No,
but it was kind of purported to be super racist, like just a terrible movie. Amber Heard, London Fields, once again, Johnny Depp just ruining her career. Melissa McCarthy for Happy Time Murders, Helen Mirren for Winchester. Helen Mirren up for a Golden Raspberry. That's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
And Amanda Seyfried, worst actor Johnny Depp for Sherlock Gnomes. All right. Will Ferrell for Holmes and Watson. John Travolta. Donald Trump for Fahrenheit 11/9 and Death of a Nation. And Bruce Willis in Death Wish.
The role he didn't even know he had.
He didn't even know he had it. Worst supporting actors. Jamie Foxx is up for a worst supporting actor. Ludacris, of course.
Of course.
John C. Reilly up for a Razzie.
What was Ludacris in?
He was a voice in Show Dogs.
Oh.
And apparently...
Not a good one.
Not very good.
Okay.
But like former Academy Award nominees or winners up for worst actor, Jamie Foxx, John C. Reilly a nominee, Marcia Gay Harden won in 2000 or 2001, Melania Trump also in there as well. So worst director, Ethan Coen for Holmes and Watson, Kevin Connolly for Gotti. He's the guy who played E in Entourage.
Oh, okay.
So he's up for worst director.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well,
Brian Henson, though. Jim Henson's son.
Yeah.
Up for worst director for Happy Time Murders. So.
Oh, interesting.
You celebrate the worst the year has to offer. Those will be handed out the day before the Oscars.
How is that? And I don't remember the name of it because I tried to pay little attention to it, but it came to my attention. Did you hear about that movie? It was Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn in some not like a buddy cop movie per se, but like God. And it was apparently
what was it called?
Super racist.
Of course it was. Vince Vaughn is a racist person.
Yeah, and Mel Gibson's Mel Gibson.
Well, Mel Gibson's misunderstood. Just because you scream racial epithets at somebody doesn't make you a racist. Wait, yes it does.
I can't remember the name of the movie, but honestly, Google Mel Gibson, Vince Vaughn cop movie.
What happened to Vince Vaughn? Come up. Like Vince Vaughn was very, very popular for a lot of years. Did you see Hacksaw Ridge? Did you see the movie Hacksaw Ridge?
I did not.
So Hacksaw Ridge was Mel Gibson's kind of return to form. It got nominated for Best Picture, Best Director. Andrew Garfield got nominated for Best Actor. There are some really cool things about it. Andrew Garfield is great in it. It is like a Hallmark movie of a war movie, like super violent because that's how Mel Gibson do, but not realistically violent like Saving Private Ryan. It was more like cartoonishly violent.
Okay. Like Inglourious Bastard.
Like Inglourious Bastard. And Vince Vaughn plays like the gunnery sergeant.
Okay.
And it's the worst thing I've ever seen him do. It's so odd. Like he used to be like this charming guy in these comedies.
Yeah.
Like man-child guy, but now he's like 50. He can't really play that anymore. But he's not as good as an actor to play serious parts.
Just seems like he's lost the interest in being just charming.
That's right.
And fun and enjoyable.
And he's exposed himself as we'll say a right leaner, which is fine. You can be conservative. It's just you have to be very cognizant of what you're aligning yourself with.
Yeah.
That's all. No, people
Vince
can be conservative.
People
can be liberal, and being conservative doesn't make you all those things that the conservatives seem to be, and being liberal doesn't make you all the things that liberals seem to be either. So it's just one of those things.
He's lost his charm.
He's lost his charm. That's all.
Say.
That's a really nice way to put it. He's lost his charm. That's very good. So the Golden Raspberry Award is going to be handed out the night before the Oscars, which I believe is February 22nd. I don't know dates.
Very exciting.
A few Sundays from now. You're not excited.
I'm thrilled.
You don't even watch movies.
What? Come on.
Watch movies.
I watched a movie on Friday.
What'd you watch?
We watched Django.
Django Unchained.
Yeah.
Only 8 years late.
I'd already seen it, though.
Oh, okay. But she hadn't.
Nicole hadn't seen it.
Okay.
So we watched it, and I forgot how long it is.
It is 2.5 hours long.
God.
And there's
I think it's longer than that, actually.
There's
isn't
a
it?
10-minute scene of Quentin Tarantino being Australian for some reason.
Yeah, I kind of woke up to that scene because I'd fallen asleep like 2.5 hours in.
What I can't remember is, does Quentin Tarantino say the N-word in that movie?
Well, probably. I mean, he said like 300 times throughout that movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's about slavery. But I mean, like, he likes to pepper it in there.
Yeah.
And seemingly any chance he gets to say it.
He might be the one character that doesn't say it.
There
I don't know. Yeah, maybe there was a curveball. I woke up to that part. I forgot.
You woke up to it.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
Burlesque tickets went on sale yesterday at noon, and if you're thinking, you know what, I'll just wait on that, you were too late at about 12:02.
If not earlier.
I got on there immediately, got my glitter table. I was lucky enough to get my glitter table. As had a friend of mine who was there. We're trying to get tickets for everybody, and she got on there, got a glitter table as well, got it for Wednesday. It's fine. It's fine. It's a high pressure situation. But what we're going to try to do.
By fine, you mean totally rigged.
All right. It's not rigged. I got on there just fine.
Yeah, I mean, we did the same thing. We were waiting, right to the minutes as they counted down and started refreshing. And but yeah, saw lots of people with Facebook statuses saying pretty much the same thing.
Yep.
Was on 5 minutes before, refreshing every minute, and nothing.
I will say this for my friend. She felt really embarrassed that she got it on the wrong day, and I'm like, don't worry about it. We've got access to 6 tickets.
And there'll be plenty of people looking.
Plenty of people looking, and if she doesn't want to go that night, not gonna have any problem selling that table.
Yeah.
So that's all good. So we've got access to 6. I'm looking for 2 more for that Saturday night. So if anybody can't go that Saturday but got those tickets, let me know, because I'm gonna need 2 more. We got a group of 8.
Okay.
And I guess you guys are going on the Friday.
I believe so. Yeah, I got a ticket.
You guys all went on.
Night.
Speaking of rigged, you all went on, and the 3 friends in the same group got 4 tickets each. Speaking of rigged.
I just got 1.
Former burlesquers and current burlesquers getting all those tickets.
I don't know.
It's almost like they had some sort of special code or something. No one had a special code, but I mean, it sold out, as is tradition, within a couple of minutes. It was pretty cool to see. So very much looking forward to that next month. And, of course, we'll probably chat about it before then as well.
Heard something about you last night.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh,
God.
You got tattled on, my friend.
I got tattled on?
You got tattled on.
What happened?
Well, as the listeners know, yourself and Mr. Oliver Williams have embarked on a life-changing program.
Didn't go last night.
I
am not.
He confesses. He confessed.
I am not. I'm not holding. You know what? And I feel bad.
Well, it's unfortunate for you that one of our 2 winners in the contest we were doing happens to be the captain of my hockey team. Yeah. And so I asked him last night, had a game last night. I was like, Ryan, how's your life change going, bud? You feeling like a new man after 1 week? He's like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's going really well. Didn't see either Ollie or Jesse there today.
Ollie's out of town.
Sure what was going on.
Ollie's out of town.
So he's got an excuse.
Ollie's out of town. Jesse tweaked his knee.
Tweaked his knee! Buying burlesque tickets?
Buying burlesque tickets. It was just like, I I jumped up. No, I didn't. Yeah. I'm going tonight.
What's going on, bud?
I'm going tonight.
I'm program tough?
No, of course it's tough, but that's not the problem. That's not the problem. There is no problem. I just basically, just didn't go.
Jesse, it's called a life change.
I know.
And
I am changing my life. I'm going to go make up for it on Saturday. I'm going to take an hour off of work on Saturday and go.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
I know.
I mean, you don't have to go that far.
There's a makeup class.
Don't start.
There's a makeup class.
There's a makeup class.
Yeah, so you go Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right? And then Saturday there's a class in case you have to miss one.
Oh.
Ollie missed it last night. Andy's missing it.
Yeah, but he's out of town.
Yeah, still. Lack of commitment. Lack of commitment.
Probably tweaked his knee, too.
Why you got to derail, man? Why you got to put me on Front Street?
Thought it'd be fun.
You're in. Going tonight, though, I'm actually really liking it. It's just
back on that horse.
Just how it goes.
Atta boy.
Sometimes. Oh, stop it.
You know I'm in your corner.
Whatever.
Just trying to hold you accountable, bud.
Want the meat and potatoes of the morning show with none of the filler? You've got it with the Mornings at the Cabin podcast. That's a strange breakfast, though.
Leave me alone this morning.
Don't leave me alone this morning. It's Mornings at the Cabin. Rhyming ding-a-ling with thing. Mwah! The Guess Who Sour Sweet. We learn Lekter with you on your Monday. What?
Leave Burton alone.
Hey, what?
Right?
What?
Take it easy.
All right.
Leave him alone this morning.
All right.
Come back tomorrow.
Come back tomorrow. Anyway.
Sorry. As you were.
What?
Just had to defend my fellow Winnipegger, you see.
Is he from Winnipeg?
Yeah.
I thought he was from Moosomin.
No, he just has a song that says the word moose.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, he must be from there.
He must be from there.
He acknowledged moose, man.
Yeah, right. Running back to Saskatoon is all about him being from Saskatoon. He's from Saskatoon.
I think it's about Louis Riel.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, he's born and raised in Winnipeg. Come on.
He talks about car mechanics in the song. I don't think it's about Louis Riel.
That song, actually, Sour Sweet, has a really cool Winnipeg reference in it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is
where
it?
He says something about 46201.
Oh, yeah.
That was, I believe, the address with the address of their jam studio back in like downtown Winnipeg was
very nice.
201 Portage Avenue, unit like 46 or something.
Oh,
like
cool.
That. Yeah.
Very cool.
Cool little Winnipeg nugget in there.
Yeah. There are plenty of Winnipeg nuggets. I do like that song, Running Back to Saskatoon. There's some really good phrasing in that song. He's like been going to libraries, been talking about words, and then he goes phrases. I love it.
Burton loves wordplay.
Burton loves wordplay. That's right. That's right. Great tune. A homemade tune.
Yeah.
Not made in Hong Kong.
But don't you ever make fun of Burton.
I won't make fun of Burton.
All right.
His later crooning work aside. It was World Snow Day.
It was.
Over the weekend.
Yeah.
When was it?
It was yesterday.
I don't celebrate any religious holidays.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so World Snow Day that's fine.
Not part of your religion.
That's not part of it. Well, no, I don't have a religion, and World Snow Day is obviously incredibly religious. So I don't celebrate it. What'd you do for World Snow Day?
Went out for a little cross-country ski, which was beautiful in Back Bay.
Very nice.
Saw what I assume was the guided tour to the ice caves
Yes.
that the city of Yellowknife was putting on, and Ecology North, I think, actually was putting that on. Saw that tour returning back, and of course Finnegan and Jaya went up and charmed all the tour people.
Bit them.
Yeah. Got a couple lawsuits on our way.
Very nice.
It was good. Yeah, I went for it was nice to get a nice little break from the cold snap that we had last week. Like, you could not have asked for better weather to be, potentially outside all day enjoying the snow.
Beautiful day for it.
Yeah, it was lovely.
I did nothing.
Nothing.
I did go out.
You got burlesque tickets.
I got burlesque tickets,
Yeah.
so that was that, and I went shopping for
shopping on a Sunday.
Yeah, I know. On the Sabbath.
Who are you?
I am godless. No, but I did some grocery shopping and I made some dinner. I tried to make yam fries last night. Baked yam fries.
Yeah.
Screwed it up twice. I cut up a huge yam, so I had a bunch of fries. And the first one burnt, second one kind of burnt, third one less burnt. So I am terrible.
You're not a yam person.
I'm not
they
a
just
cook.
don't seem to
I'm
work.
not a cooker person.
Didn't you try to make a yam dish of some kind for Thanksgiving? Our Thanksgiving
Yeah,
thing?
bought
and
the wrong
that
yams.
burnt as well.
I bought Japanese sweet potatoes, which apparently are very different.
Oh.
I was just like, these are all the same, right? And they're apparently very different. And the recipe said you got to cook them first, like you put some holes in it, you cook them first, you get them nice and soft, and then you peel them. I'll never do that again.
Just
I will
stay away from yams.
I'm just chop them up like potatoes and boil them and then mash them like a normal person. Because it just didn't work out. I'm having bad luck with yams.
Yeah.
Anyway, they were okay. The ones that were slightly less burnt. Terrible. I'm a terrible cook. And
No,
I have to cook obviously, like, cause like she like Phoenix will do lunch
right
when I come home for lunch, and then like I'll do dinners when she's out and I get home early or whatever. But I mean we're rarely home at the same time at night, so like sometimes we'll just buy something or whatever. But when I cook, I've got about 15 to 20 things that I can kind of cook.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every time
That's a good lineup.
Every time
20
I try
things?
something new, garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
And if it's garbage the second and third time, you take it out of your rotation.
That's right. That's right. I you know what? I may have overextended. Maybe it's not 15 to 20. It's like 5 or 6.
I'm big on
10
brunch
plus.
and breakfast.
Yes.
That's about all I will do.
I can do a
willingly.
mean eggs Benny. I can
Yeah.
do that. Yeah.
Love cooking bacon. Cause
I love cooking bacon.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love eating bacon, so
right.
love cooking bacon.
That's right.
That's about. I try and keep it there. Nicole actually loves cooking and is very good at it.
Yeah. And every time she shares a picture, I'm just like, where do you get these? I don't even know how.
Yeah.
Like I have no palate. That's the thing. I need to work on my palate because like I'll taste something and it'd be like, that needs something. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
Tarragon? I have no idea. And usually it's just salt. It's just like, oh, just put some salt in that. You put it in there, like, oh, yeah, salt.
Yeah, and some people have a sense where they'll just start throwing things in, and it just seems to work out.
But like with Phoenix, she can just be like, I'll look at something and be like, oh, I don't have all the ingredients for that. And she's like, don't worry about it. And she'll just throw a bunch of stuff into a bowl, mix it all up, and be like, throw it on some noodles or some rice, and it'd be like, that was delicious. Well, how'd you do that? And she's like, I know how to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
Definitely a better baker than I am cook. I need order.
That's exactly right.
Strict order.
Right?
Amount.
I am very much like that too. I have to follow the recipe to the letter.
Yes.
I can't do a pinch of something.
No.
But I mean, with baking, it's just like,
what
it
is
has
a pinch?
to be. It has to. Right? What's a pinch?
Big pinch, little pinch.
Big pinch. You big pinch.
Anyway, happy World Snow Day, everybody.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca.